Now that thousands of schools all over the country are closed, many parents are finding themselves in a very unusual position. They're facing the task of educating kids at home. So how do you help kids learn when they're not in a traditional classroom? Sara Gagnon has a master's in reading education and is an educator who works with students pre-K through high school. She joins us now with her keys for homeschooling. Hey, Sara.
Hello. Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. I'm so glad you agreed to do this. You're a teacher. I know this is something a lot of people are stressing about, and you've got these keys to basically help unlock teaching at home for parents.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that one of the things I'm noticing from talking to a lot of the parents that I work with and in different districts is that there's a lot of parental pressure being built up. And it seems as if the pressure can kind of be alleviated a little bit and split into two different topics. So I'm going to try and do that for parents right now. It feels like the pressure is kind of compounding into be the teacher all of a sudden, as well as how to have a successful learning environment at home. So I want to kind of talk about that academic pressure first. With the teachers that I've been speaking to before I came on the show today, I talked to a lot of different teachers in districts and teachers with different grade levels. And all of them said that no one expects parents to deliver instruction. You do not have to be the teacher. What we would like you to do is just maintain that love and support in your learning environment at home and contact the teacher if you're struggling with any of the content areas or the learning tasks that are being asked of your child. But no one expects you to deliver instruction. We want to take on that burden. We want to do that. It's our craft. It's something we devote our lives to. So we want to figure out how to deliver it in this new platform.
Well, I think that's wonderful. You've been doing this for over 16 years. And so I think that takes a lot of relief off the shoulders of parents, knowing that they don't have to be you. But one of the things I find interesting that you talk about is feeling your feelings. How does that play into homeschooling?
Absolutely. So I really want to encourage parents to allow feelings to exist in their household. No matter how great your learning space is, how cute it is, how many sharp pencils you've got going on, no academic achievement will be learned unless students are allowed to feel their feelings, because fear is like dense right now. It's heavy. Change is rapid, and there's a lack of control. And all those feelings that we're feeling as adults, we've had 30 plus years to figure out our coping techniques. Put those same feelings, those strong feelings, in a pint-sized body with like zero experience on how to deal with that. They have the exact same feelings. And so I just want to give parents tips on how they can start to allow this emotional talk in their household. First and foremost, please try to acknowledge and validate by saying, if you're feeling sad right now, that's okay. And just let that be, instead of trying to dismiss or distract or stifle the feelings that they're seeing in their kids, because they're going to have negative reactions to all these big emotions. The second thing would be to let emotions stay in motion. We need to allow those emotions, whether it be anger, fear, sadness, even goofiness. Emotions want to travel through your toes all the way out your body, and we need that to be allowed and to progress. Let it out. And lastly, just listen with love. If you're quiet enough, kids will tell you exactly what they're feeling, and you're going to be able to share with them how you deal and cope with those feelings. It'll be a great learning moment for parents and kids to share.
Yeah, a lot of wisdom in those words. How do you set up a successful home learning environment? Because people are thinking, I want it to be cute. I want those sharp pencils. And some of that is fun.
Yeah, it is. And one thing that we did at our school was we encouraged parents to find to kind of separate that into two areas. So environment versus management. So if we talk about an educational environment for your academic hours at home, at school, what we do is we interview our students and we ask them, what kind of light do you need? Do you need lamp light? Do you want natural light? Do you want the window to be open? What kind of music do you need in the background? Or do you need it to be completely quiet? And I know that's kind of a complicated when you have many different kids and learning styles at home. So maybe you kind of scatter their schedules and for academic hours if they're very different in what they need to succeed. But that's really important, to interview your kids about what kind of learning environment they need, and then make that a sacred spot in your home for just academic hours. And on the other side is the management, which I think that what I'm hearing from my parents is they thought their family rules and their household rules were going to translate right into a learning environment, and it's not working. So what I've suggested to them, and I can talk more about this if any parents would like to, but to have a schedule and a routine, and it doesn't have to be exactly like a school day, but whatever works for your family. But kids really respond to boundaries and a schedule. And if you need a place to start, a lot of schools adopt a be safe, be respectful, be responsible to encompass a lot of the management or rules or agreements. And you can talk about with your, as a family, at dinner, what does it mean to be responsible during academic hours? What does it mean to be respectful and safe here in our home during these academic hours? It's just a great place to start.
Those are great. We ran out of time, but is there one little takeaway you can give us in just a simple sentence that people can do right now?
Absolutely. Move as much as you can. Just be silly, listen to music, and add movement to your day. Kids need to move alongside their learning.
Yeah, that kinetic learning, right? They always call it. Thank you so much for joining us, Sara.
Thank you.
Absolutely. If you have questions, you can email Sara directly at learningunlocked123@gmail.com.